I always say this, we don't have a fan base anymore. We have a cult following.
People tried to say, well, did you try to create a European atmosphere? And the answer is no. I mean, we tried to create an American atmosphere that was just rabid. But those first couple years, the Wiz played at Arrowhead Stadium, which at the time sat about 79,000. And on a good night, the Wizards would draw, probably around 12,000 fans on a really, really good night.
Marked by Goldthwait, crossing from Johnson, 1-0 Kansas City.
It felt like we had a long way to go.
We went from the stadium Arrowhead to a less fortunate situation, playing at a minor league baseball stadium for 3 years.
It's tough because we were playing our games at Community America Ballpark, which is a minor league baseball stadium that holds 14,000 people.
It was tough when you're getting ready to go play a game and thinking we're gonna go play at a baseball stadium and don't know how many people are showing up to the game.
Everyone had a nice time, but no one was mad if we lost. They'd come, maybe have a cotton candy and a foam finger and go home and not think about it much. So we had to change that culture around, certainly.
Fast forwarding to 2010, it was what we called the summer of soccer in Kansas City.
The Man U game there was a lot of buzz leading up to it. We had like 63,000 for that game. And for us as players, most of us had never played in front of 60,000 people before. So we step out and it's a different world.
The whole place was seriously full of red jerseys and everything like that. People knew more about Manchester United than they knew any one of our players, going into the stadium that day.
And we are underway here at Arrowhead Stadium. It is the biggest soccer crowd ever in Kansas City history.
When the whistle blew, it was game on, and our guys worked hard.
Nice 1-2, flag stays down. Davey Arnaud, heavy touch, 1-0 Kansas City!
That first goal was more of just excitement from the fans. They were there, they wanted to see action.
People were there to see Manchester United play, but now their home team has scored a goal, and it was just really crazy, really loud.
And then about 5 or 10 minutes later, one of our defenders, Jimmy Conrad, makes a tackle and gets a red card. So he gets thrown out of the game, and we're down to 10 men.
Berbatov, 1-1.
Man, it's one of those where okay, it's Manchester United, they're just gonna come back and score more goals. But we kept playing really well, and the stadium switched their energy a little bit to support their home team.
3 minutes later, Kai Kamara scores a huge goal for us.
Kamara, 2-1.
And that was when I felt the shift.
The crowd went crazy. The biggest cheer that I'd ever heard at that stadium, including Chiefs games.
So we were playing the biggest team in the world with 10 men, and we were beating them in Kansas City.
At that point, it was a barrage, right? There were shots coming in from everywhere, and we're making saves. Now you can see the fans are almost like working towards helping us not to allow a goal to go in.
By the end of the game, there were Wizards chants and Kansas City chants everywhere.
Kansas City Wizards beat Manchester United 2-1.
That was the day that we really saw, if we build it, they will come. We had 53,000 people or whatever the heck it was, and for us it was, well, if we can bring high-quality soccer, high-quality entertainment, people will show up. Frankly, I didn't like the name, and I don't think anybody in our ownership group, including men, women, and children, nobody was really crazy about it, so we said, let's think about changing it. And what sporting was for us was very literal. We thought, if we build a very member-based sporting club and care about, connections and membership and things like that, we could make something of it.
So 2011 is when we switched to Sporting Kansas City, switched the color to what we patented as Sporting Blue. We had a third kit this year, an alternate kit, which we've never had before. And April 27th, we unveiled it. We sold more jerseys in halftime of that game than we did all in 2005.
It turned out to be a success, but the real kind of critical moment was when we signed the deal to get this stadium done, Sporting Park. When this thing opened in June of 2011, that was the change. We finally have a home, we're not going anywhere, and let's showcase the greatest game in the world in the greatest stadium we can possibly imagine.
We're going in the secret way.
We said that this can be a soccer town, you know, it really can be.
Welcome to the greatest supporter section in all of the MLS.
And for us, what's always been important is, you know, trying to have a real bi-directional dialogue with our fans and listen to what they were saying and, you know, what could make a stadium or a team more attractive to them. And it was really helpful for us in ultimately designing Sporting Park.
This is the greatest owner in all of sports everywhere.
Atmosphere they're able to create in the stadium on game night, it's better than it was in Europe.
I believe that we will win!
It's still, every single game I get chills listening to the fans sing and cheer and stand the whole game.
To think of where we are now, just sound-wise, is fantastic. And I think it started with that game. Just the passion in the air, and we know that soccer, that's what it is. Soccer is passion.